Out taking a walk. Y'all will hear some cars passing and some motorcycles. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I'm glad to see y'all. I know y'all glad to see me. It's been a couple weeks. Had to take off, man, get my mind right. Sometimes, you can get so wrapped up into social media that you forget about priority, right? So I'm not saying I forgot about priority. I'm just saying that priority wasn't priority. I still was getting the job done, but priority wasn't priority. So I had to take me a little break off. We back posting content. We back in it again. I don't know how often I'm gonna be posting, but you know, it is what it is, man. Today, what is today? Today is Saturday, the 26th. It's my daughter's birthday. She with her mom right now, so which is cool. Give me a time to think and walk around and plan some stuff out. Just stuff that I do, you know. Um, Hopefully she having a good birthday. I know she is though. Other than that, man, just life, right? Life. I just wanted to come on here and kick it with y'all and talk about some things. So, as you can see, we've been gone for a minute. School has been one of the biggest things that's been taking me away from the internet. It's been tough. Classes has been classing, school has been schooling, so it's been tough, man. In a good way, though. It's been a it's been a fight. One thing about school at this age is I wish I would have just finished when I was, when I was younger. But, I can't make wishes like that. I'm just, hypothetically speaking. I wish I would have finished when I was younger because I had more time. When I say I can't find the time to do a lot of stuff, man, I can't find the time to do a lot of stuff, y'all. And we talking about like stuff that I really want to put more content out here, but I don't have the time to do that. I find the time to, and when I do, it's cool. I get to talk to y'all. So I guess this will be like an extracurricular activity outside of, life. When life ain't life. School has been one. My kids over school. As y'all see, they growing. Like I said earlier, not too long ago. My daughter's birthday today, she turned 8. Man, these years be rolling, y'all. If you have kids or expecting to have kids in the future, time is precious. You have to treat it as such, right? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Well, it's morning down here. It's 11 o'clock. But yeah, time is precious, right? And you don't understand how time is until you start having kids, and then you want to do the stuff that you want to do, but you have to do the stuff that they need to do. It's a big difference between need and want. So I be wanting to do a lot of stuff, man, and I be having to have my priorities have to be straight. So that's a reason why. It's not an excuse, it's a reason why I ain't been online. We back though, so just cherish the times. That's the key word, times that we do have, these intimate lives, and we talk back and forth, we share ideas, we bounce them off each other, quite frequently with a couple people that I've been tuned into on here, just tapped in with. I want to ask y'all how y'all weekend been, how y'all week been, because the weekend just started. 2 wanted. What's going on? What's going on? Yep. But I'm just walking, man, just getting some exercise. I ain't been going to the gym like I usually do. Routine has been all jacked up. It's all good though. As long as you know where to start, you good. Just don't let it linger for too long. Don't procrastinate. I like to put I'm just sharing some personal information, but it might can help somebody that's watching from the outside in. I like to every Sunday draw out what I think the week could look like. I've been doing this for years, but starting from a Sunday, going all the way into the next Sunday. So tomorrow I'll be doing that, just mapping everything out. And it's funny how stuff work, right? Like you'll have all this stuff that you got planned or that you want to have planned, and then how things come and intervene in between, what you want to do, what you need to do, and what's really happening, right? So that's what we've been with it. So it is what it is, though. Just enjoying the moment for real. I guess that's what we can say we doing right now. Let's see. It's supposed to be 97 today here in Arizona, which is kind of hot for real for October, late October. It's normally, excuse the cars, the sounds. It's normally like 80, mid 80, low 80. But it's high 90s, so this is what it is. This is what's going on. What was I about to say? I don't know. I lost my train of thought, but we here enjoying the walk, man. Got a lot to do between today and tomorrow, so I'm gonna get on that. I gotta go to the library. Dale Kaysen, what's going on? What up, though? What's the deal? What's the deal, my boy? That's my son to say. My son say that to me. I just be like, I be kind of tripped out. Like, what's up? What's good, bro? I say that to him. He'll start laughing. What's the deal, my boy? I be feeling so old sometimes. The kids be saying stuff. I just be like, man, what in the heck? I would never address no adult like that. And kids so used to it these days, they just be, what's good? What up, though? What's good, my boy? Like, I am not your boy, but it's, I play the role sometimes. Sometimes I might check them, Like, hey, man, you don't talk to adults like that. I think they be getting kind of confused, too. I'm talking about my kids. Like, sometimes I be cool with them, and then sometimes I'll flip the script. So, I don't know. They be feeling some type of way. Like, oh, you was just cool yesterday. Yeah, I was. Dale Kaysen, man, what's going on for the weekend, man? How you feeling? What's the plans? We normally have a more than this many people. It's Saturday too, so it's kind of low, but it is what it is. We rocking and it's live. How you feeling, man? How you mental? Let me know. If anybody looking from the outside in, come on, man. This is a safe place. Be safe out there waiting for the Colorado game to come on. Who they go against today? Dang, today is Saturday, college football. I've been watching the NFL, man. I'm so glad that for anybody who, y'all know me. If you don't, I'm from Detroit. So to see the Lions really just, we're going to get to that in 2 seconds, your mental. To see the Lions, be where they at right now is man, it's just, it's dope. It's pretty damn dope. He said my mental. Cincinnati, okay. My mental is like a 7.5 out of 10. That's a little above average. That's good, man. That's good. And that's like an honest number there, right? Cause it ain't that bad and it ain't that perfect, right? It's right there. And the good part is it's still in the middle of the day if you're on the East Coast, and then it's the start of the day if you're on the West Coast. So it has time to improve. I think my mental right now, to be honest, is probably a 6. That's why I'm taking a walk. It's a 6. And I say six because my sleep was shaking yesterday. I just was running around. I do Uber at night. For anybody who don't know, I do Uber at night. So I've been doing that, man. And it's kind of like the hours is affecting my mood sometimes because I don't get enough sleep. I'm one of them people who I have to have sleep, man. Like I have to have the right amount of sleep, or I'll be thrown off. My whole day is I'll be kind of thrown off, and I have to center myself with doing something like this. So yeah, I appreciate the like, man. But yeah, the Colorado was just down here last week. They played University of Arizona, and they won. So I like what Deion Sanders doing with Colorado, man. When he leave, it's gonna be that program is gonna be better than what he before he came, and when he leave, watch, because everybody gonna want to go there. That's my estimate. I'm kind of prophesizing that. I feel you. I'm an over the road truck driver for sure, bro. That the over the road, like, and especially if you on the road and you kind of cooking the clock. A lot of us, you know what I mean when I say that, you cooking the clock and you trying to find your way in this trucking. Your mental gonna be like that all the time. Like when I was driving, bro. Like I drive in the summertime, and now I do. But when I'm out there grinding, time is like it's very nil. It's zero. I'm on the road 11 hours every day. I put that in every day. Every day I always tell I tell my people, like, look, hold on, the fourth horseman, give me 2 seconds. I tell my people, like, look, man, when you out here on the road, put your all into this shit. Like, put your blood, sweat, and tears out there. You gotta ride. Like, just you represent yourself, but you gotta ride for your company, man. And when you out here doing 11 hours, you gonna have rest in between time in the meantime, but go ahead and grind and get it, right? A lot of drivers, man, they ain't got it. They ain't got it. I asked them, how many miles? That's how you could tell how many miles a week you do. Anything under 3,000, it'd be like, oh, you playing around, or you with the wrong company. Just saw your video about all the drivers who may be suspended. Yeah, they're going to be suspended. That's if you are in revoked status with the clearinghouse. Clearinghouse is like if you took a random and you failed, or you took a drug test and you failed, just a drug test that you have to take and you failed, and you haven't completed the return to duty process, which is going to see a substance abuse professional, getting classified, then finishing the stipulations that they set. If you don't go in there and do all of that, you're going to be suspended until you do that. You're not going to be suspended indefinitely. I'm not talking to you in general. I'm talking to anybody that's watching this after the live. So you will be suspended until you get that situation taken care of. I kind of thought it was whack at first, and then I'm thinking, like, you know what? If you failed a random, you was irresponsible to, go test and fail because you knew you was dirty. So it just spells it's got irresponsible written all over the wall, and don't give a damn written all over the wall. So who really want to have somebody driving behind them or in front of them or the side of them, and they can't even take care of those little things, right? I'm gonna chill right here. And man, it was just hot right there. They should give drivers at least 6 to 12 months to come into compliance. What do you think? 6 to 12 months. It only take a month to get marijuana out your system. So, I know it's hard for a lot of people to to get it out of their system. It's kind of complicated because you wanna relax and have a relaxation. You know what I mean. But I don't think it should take 6 to 12 months. I think you should just stop smoking. Just have enough discipline to stop smoking, because a lot of this is targeted towards people who smoke marijuana. I really feel that way. Because we all know that meth and heroin, opiates and barbiturates, all of that stuff don't take that long to get out your system. We really having an issue with CBD and THC, which should be 100% legal. That's how I feel, because it's just like drinking a glass of wine, if not, less than drinking a glass of wine, less harmful. I would rather have. No, I ain't even gonna say that on live. No, I am gonna say it. I would rather have somebody who's been, who smokes marijuana or consumes THC and CBD driving versus a person who drinks, because a person who drinks has no logic. They have no rationale. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on it. But I feel like I'm always in favor for the truck driver and the owner operator. So if you say 6 to 12 months to come into compliance, then God damn it, it's 6 to 12 months. you know. But a lot of this is a cash grab. I really feel like that. If you watch the other short that I had, I was saying that like the trucking industry is a cash grab for the government, because they have their hands in. Y'all. But yeah, I just feel like the government is putting their hands in something that they know that they can control. They know they can get money off of and benefit off of it. Like, they did the math somewhere down the line. Like, most of these drivers is gonna have to pay $600, the majority, and they know that they're gonna be able to get a couple dollars, to the good. And a lot of companies have to straighten up. So it's a double win for the government. I think that I also want to make a I also want to I'm gonna get to you in 2 seconds. I also want to make a prediction that the rates is gonna have to go up. They gotta go up, because if all of these drivers are about to be, I'm gonna say not even more than half of it, of that number of the 163,000, is gonna get their shit together. I think like a quarter, if that, is gonna get their stuff together. And then you got all these other drivers who just gonna be like, you know what, man, I can't stop. Like, most of them, a lot of people don't have the discipline to stop smoking, marijuana. A lot of people don't have the discipline to stop drinking, put the bottle down for a minute, just for a minute. And this is what we gonna have. So a lot of the numbers it's gonna be still up there, if not more, because you got people every day that's failing tests. So we don't know. I guess companies are the ones who really pay for drivers who are involved in accidents, under their influence. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. At the end of the day, let's just be accountable for our actions, right? So if you then violated before, or you're violating, just stop. You got the golden ticket. This thing right here is the golden ticket. Anybody watching after this live, this thing right here is the golden ticket for all of us CDL drivers, CDL holders. Why would you let something as simple as being disciplined and not doing, just stopping it, mess up your livelihood? That's crazy. And you need to get some help. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I don't think it wasn't a no-brainer for me. After going to the SAP into the SAP program, it was a no-brainer. I'm just like, man, this shit every day. Like I went there for, I think it was 3 months, and then after the 3 months, I was on just randoms for 2 years, randoms, and then the last random, like my last 2 randoms, the safety and compliance people, they clapped for me. I felt like a real drug addict. I'm like, what is going on here? They clapped for me, but I was happy that I got off of it. But it's just like, man, all of this for nothing, right? All of this for nothing. It's crazy. Hey, Dale Kaysen, man, if you on here, we're gonna put a 9. We're gonna add 2 more points to that. So 9.5 is gonna be, you might win the lottery or something today. Put your mental in the right place. Your kids might call you and tell you, Dad, I love you. That'll put your mental right. Them kids, man, or family members, they really put your mental in the right state of mind, especially when y'all on the right accord. Last year my job made me pull over and take a random. That's crazy. I heard there's a lot of stuff going on out here that hasn't been going on, and I don't know. They changing everything in trucking. A lot of people, they're messing it up. A lot of fatalities are happening. I think that number has gone skyrocketed. It has increased from last year's numbers and the year before that, and that's because simply, in my opinion, and from what I observed, is these companies are hiring drivers that just want the money. So they trying to get there as fast as possible. They don't give a damn if they get there safe. They care if they get there fast. I was driving on the 18 beside a truck not too long ago, and I ain't never got nervous, and I was kind of nervous because the driver was weaving in and out of traffic. I'm like, they gotta be on their phone. They got to. And I've been that driver before, and I'm not perfect. I've been that driver before that and picked my phone up, and once I swerved that one time, I literally throw it on the ground. Like, man, what am I doing? Right? Because it take us a whole football field to stop, come to a complete stop. A lot of people don't understand that. And in the rain, it's even longer. So we really driving a weapon, for real. And if you careless and, you nonchalant about the seriousness of being on the interstate, this is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens. I need a coffee, y'all, so bad. I've been trying to stay away from the caffeine, but I've been drinking coffee since I've been 11 years old every day. I might have had my days where I went without it, cold turkey. I've even had 2-3 weeks, but ain't nothing better than a fresh cup of coffee in the morning, man, just to keep. I sound like an old man. Let me stop. Okay, yeah, we not perfect. I've done a few things here. For sure, we not perfect. And anybody who say they perfect, bro, or try to act like they perfect, it's an act. Like, we not perfect. Everybody is doing things right now as we speak. Shit. We ain't perfect. I hate the perfect wannabe super trucker. Yeah, man, you're supposed to do that. That ain't how you do truck, man. Who made the rules? Isn't it like, is it rules in trucking? I understand that, it's some unwritten rules that we all should follow and adhere to, but nah. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. The fourth horseman, man, how you feeling this weekend? What's your plans for the week? How we gonna execute these plans? Having any family time? It's Halloween weekend. This weekend and next weekend. You planning on passing out candy? I am. I feel like this year I'm feeling and I'm gonna let you finish. whoever y'all can answer. That's a question to whoever on here. But this year I'm feeling real Halloweenish and Christmas spirit. I'm gonna be in Christmas spirit this year. I'm gonna be in Thanksgiving spirit this year. I don't care about to me it's for the kids. I've I've tried to stop certain holidays because of my beliefs, but for now it's for the kids. Like, let the kids enjoy the holidays without all of the, being so politically right about everything. I'm gonna let them enjoy the holidays, and when they get older, we can have these discussions. But right now, man, they gonna have a damn good Halloween and a damn good Thanksgiving and a damn good Christmas and New Year's. New Year's is gonna be even better. I wish that on everybody. Um, Between drive cams, health challenges of being a trucker and being away from family, I think people probably will give driving up. I feel that way too. Sorry to read it choppy like that. Um, I feel that way too. It's a lot of obstacles that's being placed in front of drivers. I've seen videos that people like, man, this truck driving ain't all what it seemed to be. And the thing is, in all actuality, you have to really be in love with truck driving. And when I say in love with truck driving, I'm talking about those days where you in a rush to get from point A to point B and you get there safely. The days where you in the truck and it's your kid's birthday and you 1,000, 2,000 miles away from home and you still love what you're doing. The days where the bills are due and you just ran the road like the road runner and you got to put your whole checks to bills and overhead and still love what you do without complaining. This is what the industry, these type of people, this is what the industry is meant for, these type of people, not the people who got into trucking and for a check. Because if you in it for the money, you're gonna be highly upset, because the money don't always come. It's gonna be times where you broke down on the side of the road. It's gonna be times where you just want to be home. It's gonna be times where your feet stink. It's gonna be times where your arms musty, your underarms musty, your breath stink. It's gonna be times where your wife getting on your nerves. If you're a woman looking at this, it's gonna be times where your husband getting on your nerves, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. And you still in love with the industry. It's gonna be times like this where the rates not paying, and you're an owner operator and you can't figure this shit out, and you somehow figure it out. And then sometimes where you can't figure it out and you still love putting the keys in the ignition and turning it. This is what the industry, these type of people, not the person that's running 80 miles an hour trying to get to from point A to point B. This is not who it's for. It's not. You, man, I can go on and on and on. I'm gonna preach. I'm definitely gonna preach. I got to, cause I'm seeing a change in trucking. I love it. I love trucking. It changed me a lot as a person, and that's why I love it. I've never been in a situation, in so many situations that could make or break a person. I remember, and I like to tell give parables and tell stories that help other people, because some people get on here after the live and they watch it or just run into it. But I remember being my first year being in North Dakota in a polar vortex, and I think that was 2017, 18-ish. So I was in a polar vortex. It was -40, -39 for sure. And that was the worst situation, y'all. My lines froze up. My lines froze up. I couldn't move the truck. I couldn't move the trailer, but I could move the truck. What I did was, and I my guy I worked for, he probably, he is running to this video. He always watching my videos, but in my mind, I thought I can drag them tires and it'll just loosen everything up. My brake line was fully froze. I drug the tires for 2 miles, and all the tires down there was either damaged or they was just fully just jacked up, right? I promise to God, this is the truth. And I still like ran the truck because I felt like I could do it, right? That feeling of just like, you a truck driver. I can do this. That feeling. Wasn't no money attached. It was the challenge, right? It was the challenge of moving the truck. It was the challenge of me not calling nobody, asking for help. It might have been foolish, but I felt like I was at the point of, I was done training. I was already in the truck down there a year. I felt like, damn, this is a stupid mistake, but I got it, right? And these are the things that make you fall in love with trucking, man. These are the things that make you fall in love with it. Those days where it's beautiful out and you riding in the sunset, you listening to music or you listening to nothing. Those days where you can give your kids $200-$300 and it don't hurt. When they ask for some money and they wasn't expecting it, hey, here you go, right? Here you go. They wasn't expecting it, and the reaction was more than, a thankful gesture. Those days. We in the these times now that we in, everybody trying to get the dollar. And like you said, just to come full circle, a lot of people gonna get out of trucking. A lot of people gonna get out of trucking. Just because of that. Their expectations was here. They thought trucking was gonna be so easy, right? They thought trucking was gonna be a piece of cake. Like their friend told them, you're gonna make $2,000 a week driving a truck. Just to run into a problem that take you 4 days to get fixed in a town you've never been to before. That $2,000 a week is no longer. Probably about 200, 300, 400, right? Yeah. But people think we just hold steering wheels. It gets really stressful, even for vets. For sure. For sure. I don't think this type of profession allows us to not be stressed out. If you can't handle stress, it's gonna break you. Especially if you're a truck driver. The stress of being and that's why I tell a lot of people, like, if you're in a relationship, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a test. I'm not saying it's not doable. It's gonna be a test. If you got kids and you driving a truck, it's gonna be a test. If you can't stay in confined areas for too long, it's gonna be a test. You right. It's gonna be a test. It's gonna be stressful. Riding in hell and rain and it's dark and you tired and you hearing the sirens, tornado sirens go off. I remember last time I was driving was in August, July. And it was hell, and it was like one of the worst situations. And I just was like, man, I'm in the middle of Texas, like Vega, Texas, right? Like where it's just dark and it's just a stretch and it's flat and the wind was blowing the trailer. It was hailing. And I'm like, man, all we need is a tornado to break out. And it was nighttime. I'm like, man, this is what truck drivers go through. Just to get y'all food and y'all personals and everything, from A to B. This is what we go through. The pay is good sometimes, right? But, this is what we go through. So, shout out to trucking, man. I love it. I love it. The fourth horseman, man, I wish you a good weekend this weekend. It's just kind of in the middle of it. The new month is approaching, November, the new quarter. We almost in the new year. So I just wish nothing but positive vibes and energy for anybody that's watching this from the outside in. Even if you creep up on this video later on down the line, man. What I'm going to do is end this live because I stopped walking. Continue to walk and think and plan out my week this week. Dang, I thought I had my pen up there. But I love y'all. Y'all drive safe out there. Enjoy your week if I don't see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on here tomorrow if I can't. Charge my mind and not my heart because I got a lot going on in a good way. And we just got to get to the goals, man. And another thing, too. If you see me on here and you really rock with me, go to the 8TeenWilln website, pick up a shirt, pick up some merch, listen to a podcast, like a video, subscribe, share. Just support like that, even if you don't buy merch. Listen to a podcast, download a podcast episode. It's located on all major streaming platforms, for real. And we just talking trucker talk with other truckers. I love y'all, man. We out of here. Drive safe.